That's much heavier than a broken branch. Just before you close your eyes for the final time, though, you feel light as a falling leaf.
Approaching the disturbance in T-3.
Any last words?
I'm not programmed for sentimentality. You?
मरना है तो मरेंगे.
I detect Hindi there. Would you like me to download the Dead Languages pack? Procuring special permission from home base. I'm sorry. I can't connect to the server right now.
Some of the students hoard near extinct plants in their rooms. This place reeks of death, even if they haven't acknowledged it yet.
T-2 to impact.
I wish we could pretend we're near home sometimes.
The scorched earth wouldn't be a pleasant sight.
I meant from before.
Well, safety protocols prevent me from changing panels.
It was in a command, Ezhil.
I'm sorry. My analysis requires me to be literal during missions.
I know.
Kids play pretend here, kicking around a football on the last grass of its kind. God should have burned us all to hell long before then. Today, He does.
T-1. T-30. The wormhole seems to be approaching us.
Recalculate impact time.
T-15. We're moving rapidly.
Can the thrusters disengage?
The force is too strong. T-5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Ujja Maharani.
Ezhil?
क्या हुआ?
Is this a dream?
तो फिर से क्लास लेट पहुंचेगी ना, तो फिर नाइटमेयर होगा, नाइटमेयर। तो ठीक तो है।
Ezhil, we need to get out of here. We need to get out of here. This has to be a dream.
Just because they're shooting us off into space. सुन ना, परिवार का ध्यान रखना है। मरना है तो मरेंगे। अभी भी ड्रीम है। तो ब्रेकडाउन में इंग्लिश में कब से बात करने लग गई?
What day is it?
Origin day?
Wait, 2065?
Yeah. I think you have a slight temperature. मैं मेडिकल विंग को कॉल करूँगा।
Ezhil, don't you just remember the wormhole we went through?
What wormhole यार? यार हमारे सड़क इतने भी बुरे नहीं है।
Trigger deactivation code for AI assistant. Code 037562. Agent LeafLooper Nivisha Khanna.
Are you high?
What?
Are you on drugs?
Okay. Ezhil, just मेरी बात ध्यान से सुनो. I think I've traveled to the past.
और तू फ्यूचर में LeafLooper है।
हाँ.
और तू क्या डीएक्टिवेट कर रही थी?
कुछ नहीं.
तुझे एग्जाम का बुखार चल गया। I'm calling your mom.
Ezhil,
I'm calling your mom.
Ezhil, मेरी बात बस ध्यान से सुनना.
और ये LeafLooper का क्या चक्कर है यार? तुझे तो रिसर्चर बनना था। भाई से लड़ाई हो गई।
Ezhil, मेरी बात बस ध्यान से सुना. आज रात को निकलना मत. Please.
क्यों? कहाँ?
रूम के बाहर मत जाना. Everyone's gonna die tonight.
You screw your head on straight. I'm gonna go get some breakfast for you. Yeah. I'm gonna go get some breakfast for you.
The Loopers Academy, home to the world's brightest students today, Earth's farthest explorers tomorrow. Also under investigation for irregular purchases and experiments in its facilities. It's going to be a long day already. I can feel it. Hiding under a dome, as if it is in scorched skies outside. The smell of the ashes trickle in anyway. You can hardly keep the dead alive, even if you plant them in your soil and pretend it isn't a burial.
Mama, Mom, I'm sorry. I wish I was a good daughter. I wish I could talk to you again, and I wish.
Nikhil Khanna. He's young, clean records too, At least till now. Basically the same age as me.
आई होप आने में कोई तकलीफ नहीं हुई.
Namaskar. Surendra Junior Inspector at the International Crime Division, Audit Department. And could you please take the image? It's Republic of Nikhil rules.
Yeah.
Tell me something. You're a bit too young to be heading a department.
And you're a bit young to be a man of law, aren't you?
Well, someone has to stay back and clean up the mess. Others have left on this earth.
Well, I'm one of those who will always stay behind, Inspector.
What does your department do exactly?
You asked to meet me. I'm pretty sure you did your research.
A man can never be too sure.
Well, we are the LeafLooper department. We take the remains of the extinct flora species and try to isolate their cells. We reverse the flow of time, try to regain usable life cell tissue.
Reverse the flow of time.
The tech is almost there.
I thought corporate was pushing for genetic modification.
That it doesn't work too well. You see, the atmosphere here is too volatile for most of the GMOs in the outer world. So by leaf looping, we try and recreate the exact same atmosphere they survived in these domes.
This has been in none of the center's papers so far.
Then take you for the kind that would read them.
Appearances deceive. If it helps you think of me more kindly, I did get an offer from the institute to study here.
Really? That's new information.
We only met 15 minutes ago.
Do you have a sibling?
A sister?
Younger?
Yeah. What gave it away?
Nothing.
She lives in one of those domed hostels.
She'll survive. She'll survive the worst.
আমি আকাশে পাখি আঁকা শুনেছি শুনেছি তোমার আমি তোমার সাথে seen a ghost or something?
No. Sorry. Didn't you want to inspect the labs?
Laboratories too.
We have the best of the specimens.
A nice change in scenery. This theory is more in line with how the outside world looks, isn't it?
Tell me something Inspector? You said you didn't want to come here.
They came to my school. Probably like they did to yours. Pitched the idea of saving Earth by getting off of it. Sounded almost too good to be true.
Well, I always wanted to do the research you can do when you're out of the rat race. You know, to squeeze into one of their spaceships.
My school was a Bengali speaking one. You know that?
Really? A dying language center?
I've always found that a bit patronizing, but it did have its advantages. Parents got a discount for sending me there.
Didn't think that you'd still insist that we speak in English every time we meet.
Every time we meet, it's Republic operative rules.
Yeah, yes. And you know what, Inspector? I always thought that you were too good a person to be working for.
So what should I do? Join the monopoly they're in bed with.
Or run away to outlands, pin dome bombs, reclaim our birthland in the blaze of glory.
First brush with sarcasm.
And why are you still here?
Knowing the world is doomed doesn't stop me from trying to save it.
That's what you always say too.
No, it's often funny if 15 minutes is always too late.
You know what? Usually during patterns like these, you often wonder why I didn't ask you for a warrant before leading you to one of our labs.
What are you doing, Mr. Khanna?
No matter how many times I ask you to stay, you never do.
Sir, I swear, I've never met you before in my life.
You think your sister is in school. She is in a detention center somewhere, right? And you got a picture of her in your wallet. You think your penance will bring her back in their good graces.
Who told you about her?
You did, Halder.
I think I'd prefer somewhere with a bit more sunshine now.
You always wanted to be the bigger man.
Drop the rod, Mr. Khanna. You're threatening a law officer.
Look, this really doesn't matter. I really need to go.
I think you're under arrest now.
With what? The warrant in your right back pocket? I really like the song which you keep singing. Your Bengali education really paid off.
Sir, if you don't stop moving forward, I'll be compelled to arrest you.
Don't bother with those handcuffs. You and I both know you're not senior enough to be assigned a gun, right? I'm sorry if I come across as unfeeling. But this really doesn't matter.
Why?
If I ever do this, it is with your back turned to me, so it isn't as ugly. I'm sorry.
Nikhil Khanna's handshake was like the firm grip of fate, and his eyes like he wants to change it. Eyes that are always hiding something.
What I'm about to say is weird. तेरी दाढ़ी थी?
हाँ?
जब मैं यहाँ पे थी तब तो नहीं उगती थी.
अच्छा.
पॉकेट डायरी कब से लेके घूमने लगा है? जर्नल. हाँ. Pretty sure that's the least shocking thing I've seen today.
तेरे बाल बदल गए. नहीं यार, कॉन्वर्सेशन की इंटेग्रिटी खराब हो जाएगी. क्या बोलने आई थी?
What it's worth. I'm sorry. It's crazy. I think I'm in a dream. I'm sorry. I haven't spoken Hindi in 7 years. It's just that spaceship पे बोल नहीं सकते. AI model doesn't understand it. And today when I woke up, I saw Ezhil there. And it was today again. Sorry, I must be confusing you.
A bit.
सबका पहला रिएक्शन यही क्यों है? What the fuck? And since when do you carry a torch on you? Day 324.
डायरी प्राइवेट होती है.
Journal.
हाँ, जो भी.
I don't know what's happening, Nikhil, or why I'm here, or is this even real? And I know तुझे लगता है कि I left Earth because mom died, and I thought that I had no one, but I knew that I had you. I just wanted to run away, and I didn't have it in me to be one of those stupid space patrol people, okay? And I didn't throw away a research proposal out of spite for you. I didn't have it in me to be there anymore.
निविशा,
हाँ.
तू यहाँ पे कैसे है?
Wormhole anomaly. Grace asked me to come here and inspect it, but then I lost contact. I just had to send a reading back home. Then I got sucked into this. I'm sorry. You wouldn't know what I'm talking about. It's fine.
I understand.
I wish I could redo this entire day.
Initiate deactivation bug. Code 30814. Shutdown protocol 90824. User Dr. Nikhil Khanna. तो फ्रीज नहीं हुई? मुझे लगा तो सिस्टम ग्लिच है.
कल एक्सीडेंट बुलाता था ग्लिच.
फिगर आउट किया?
Am I on drugs? How did you freeze the world?
I just froze my world का atomic traces. Illusion लगता है कि पूरी दुनिया फ्रीज हो गई. It isolates my existence from the rest of the world. पहला दिन है यहाँ पे. दिन 12 बजे रीसेट हो जाता है.
क्या?
हम पास्ट में. We will reset to the start of the day.
Reset? बोल क्या रहा है? Nikhil. तू सच में मेरा भाई है?
আমি আকাশে পাতিয়া গান শুনেছি শুনেছি তোমারই গান আমি তোমারই সাথে চিন্তান ওগো বিদেশিনী ওগো বিদেশিনী
खुशी
उठ जा महारानी।
Morning, Ezhil.
मॉर्निंग।
किसके साथ जा रही है बॉल पे बल्लू?
I'm not anymore.
क्या? क्यों?
He broke up with me.
ये कब हुआ?
परसों।
तो मुझे कब बताने वाली थी?
You know what? It's fine. I don't want to talk about it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You remember your proposal, which you never carried through. Called in some favors, built up a new research center, borrowed some manpower. कुल मिला के 5 साल लगे, but we got there in the end.
Time travel.
Kind of. It's like your hypothesis. The universe always expands upwards. Eventually, the arrangement of the atoms repeat. And so do worlds.
Multiverses in the same universe.
A modified version of portal tech. We still spawn through wormholes, but configured so we move to the closest world with atomic patterns exactly as we ran through our quantum computers models.
Ezhil? मेरे साथ चलेगी? बॉल.
I thought we were above all that corporate bullshit. You'll have a lot of couples there.
पता है.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
But why did the loopers even approve to trial this project in the first place?
We pitched the idea of recovering resources from the past. So theoretically, we could travel to or teleport to other worlds under the radar and bring back just enough resources to keep this world running. You know, once the origin day experiment failed. And things are not great at all. They're really not. So we do whatever we can to survive.
We're just going to jump worlds when this day ends. I just popped into a glitch in the system. I mean, how did the opening even happen?
See, it's not perfect yet. The sky is glitch. Some memories are still being displaced. And the fabric between the worlds, they get a little torn every time we jump between them. And the universe, obviously, it does its best to reject the teleportation. But you don't worry, you're with me.
Can we just go back to our actual Earth? I need to report to base.
I'm trying to figure out a way. Look, I don't want to freak you out.
You already are.
Nivisha, I'm stuck in this loop.
Wait, what? Since how many days have you been stuck in this loop? 300 days or whatever.
324.
Fuck no. We need to get out of here. Out of these worlds that we don't belong to.
We can't. The technology here still needs time to let me create what I need. And I have been trying. It's just that I keep spawning in these worlds, coming back to this shitty day before I can make any real progress.
I'll help. I mean, it's both of us. We can try something, right?
It's of no use. We don't have a reliable portal
But we need to get out of here. This was the worst possible day of our lives.
there. I'm trying. It won't happen. Not in a day.
What about telling others?
I told my bosses about it. They think I'm crazy. And they ordered me a week's rest. Or if I'm too insistent, they'll put in papers for my transfer. They control the media and everything. And the others, they're not powerful enough to do anything even if they believe me.
But we need to try. Please. For my sake. Please. I think I'm in love with a girl. What's your biggest regret from today? The day as it actually happened, I mean.
Tera kya hai?
Last time I spoke to Mom, I fought with her. And I didn't even say I love you back to her.
I've lost count how many times I've called her. After a point, I thought trying to save the world is pointless. So I thought of making amends. Most of the days, I even try to convince some version of you to stay back.
Don't you leave the world at the end of the day anyway? That's the one Papa wore.
Yeah, we installed a wormhole in it.
But what if it's broken? Or you're not wearing it?
Then I am even more stuck.
Did you ever convince me to stay back then?
You're a stubborn girl. Can I have your watch though? I think I can program it for you too.
But you said that these worlds don't have the tech for it.
Don't worry about that. If the DNA profiles are similar enough, I think I can make it work. I'll need that. And the room for a bit.
New technology, huh?
Ended up destroying the world. At least you remember to switch it off.
I don't want to be a dead fetus.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to where it's happened? How was it?
Short of being short, trying to enter the facility. I've tried everything there. Everything.
What's with the music?
The students have a ball today. It's a worldwide thing that the founders sponsored. Different celebrations for different places. They call it Origin Day. It's the first time we loop something back in time. Scattered soil to a neat pile.
They want to turn back time with the celebrations too.
You know, they installed firework replicas at the top of the dome. As a finale for the dance, I think. It's nice, you should see.
Wish I could stay for that. But I should be back soon enough.
It's really over for this place, right?
You saw the warrant. And I saw what you showed me.
You don't have to tell my bosses that you came here before the end of the day.
I suggest you turn in your papers and wipe your name from the logs. When the raid happens tomorrow, they'll take away everything.
The complete republic against its biggest allies.
What a bad price to pay for buying equipment from rival countries, don't you think?
We do good here.
Maybe. I like your spunk. Don't let this place kill it for you.
And being an inspector, it won't do the same.
I live. And perhaps I'm a dead man in this line anyway. Change is coming.
I got through the first day without doing anything too big. I have plenty of tries remaining. Can't bring anyone else until this system's safe enough.
I will take you where you need to be. But I've tried everything. We've had this conversation hundreds of times before.
I don't think I understand, Mr. Khanna.
Listen, my sister is about to come here. And it's tiring to watch you leave every time. You're worse than my sister.
Look, if you need someone to talk to, I can recommend somebody. But I know...
You have a sister of your own, right? Every time I have to tell you about her, where she really is, for you to believe me.
I don't think I appreciate this, Mr. Khanna. And how did you know about that?
It's a cheat code. The motivation, you know. I know what you've been doing, Halder. The penance. Because I have been doing the same. Going through the same day again and again. Convincing yourself that you're working towards the greater good. You want a big break so that you can reduce your sister's sentence for the crime of what is that? Standing up in a protest, banning the books we grew up reading for environmental reasons. She wanted you to be there. She wanted you to fight for her. And you weren't there. You thought getting a job would be good for her. You didn't even show up to the court.
Please stop. I don't know where you've pulled this information from, but it's illegal to threaten an officer of the law.
No one is threatening anyone here. I know what it feels like when someone withdraws from your life. Listen, I have something more important than the equipment you're taking photographs of. The world is about to end, and you can stop that. And you can also get your sister from whatever the hellhole they've thrown her into.
Why are you sitting here?
My side's too dirty.
You were too good for him anyway.
Ezhil, I love you.
What?
I said what I said.
ये मजाक करने का सबसे घटिया टाइम है.
I said it's a joke. फेवर कर सकती है.
Yeah. What?
बस आज रात सिगरेट फूकने बाहर ना भी करना.
क्यों?
वो मुझसे प्यार करती है ना.
Maybe we should sit and talk about this.
बस बाहर बात निकालना प्लीज.
What? Wait. Nivisha. रुक. तुझे सुबह से क्या हो गया है निविशा? You're acting really weird. And I really want to talk about what just happened.
I have to go. Sorry.
The loopers are pushing for an Origin Day experiment to surprise the shareholders. They want to conduct the same experiment that we have been conducting on plants, but इस बार वो बड़ी स्केल पे करना चाहते हैं. They want to do it in an oil field. You know, that has been the R&D's team brief all along. To bring back all the fossil fuels that humanity lost. By pulling back the atoms from the past and sending them back through time, back to us.
Let me get your lawyer first.
Listen to me. There is no time. That's what I have been telling you. They purchase embargoed equipment from outland manufacturers to push for the deadline. Why do you think they sent you here today?
The department has had its eye on the academy for some time.
Yeah? And you get miracle of a warrant just before the big experiment. Does that make sense? The politicians knew all along. They knew what was going to happen. That's why they sent you here today. To collect all the proof they need. Once they figure out that the experiment is a success, they will seize all the assets on the test field. And they will use the technology for themselves.
And you're telling me all this because
They pushed the trigger. And they wanted some miracle to happen at the test site. But the force was too strong. There was some glitch in the quantum calculations by the computers, which they wrote it off as anomaly.
I'm grateful for all your help. I'll send over the evidence to the labs. And I really appreciate everything you've done today. But this is a bit ridiculous.
Here's the long and short of it, Halder. By the end of the night, the entire world will be on fire. There will be fallout everywhere. And it won't be protected by radioactive domes like this.
And And you? What did you do?
We tried to understand what had happened at the test site. Everyone had died. And I was promoted through the ranks. I think that's the curse of being a survivor.
Almost done.
Coward! The world's gone to shit. Mom's not picking up her calls. Fuck, no one's picking up anything. And you're sitting here and fiddling with this fucking leaf.
This was the first one I ever looked back to reality.
It was one of the happiest moments of my life.
Has mom reached out to you?
No.
Then why are you cowering inside the lab instead of helping outside?
Helping do what? The dome is locked from inside.
So you're just gonna sit here and wait for someone to come and save us?
Or तुम? You want to walk outside and fall out? To the other side of the continent?
We don't know what's happened yet.
My professor went to the test site where it actually spread from.
He knew this was going to happen.
He said it wouldn't. It was just a computing error. It happened during their hundreds of runs. They probably should have done thousands more.
Who knew about it?
It was supposed to be a surprise. Live broadcast at midnight at the mall.
Is everyone inside the dome safe?
Everyone inside, yeah. Why?
Someone went out for a smoke.
Outside of the academy?
Locked out of the dome.
Why? I'm sorry, yaar.
I searched the fields, classrooms. She's nowhere.
Maybe she'll turn up.
She's gone.
I'm sorry.
Do you think mom's...
I spoke to mom. I told her to move into a dome. Dad left us enough money. But if she wants to stay at her fucking farm...
Nikhil, if anything happens to her, don't you dare blame it on any of our choices.
We'll get in touch with them as soon as possible, I promise, okay?
You know what? When you actually want to get off your ass and do something about it, call me then. I want to find a way to get out of this mess.
There is no point doing anything today. We can't leave the dome and come back right in time.
I just spoke to Ezhil. Asked her not to get out of the dome no matter what. Especially if she wants to smoke a cigarette. So, what have you been doing? Stuck here.
At first, I was going through the iterations exactly as I had on the day off, to ensure the integrity of the code. And then there was a trial period for 2 weeks. I was the volunteer, and then I remained here.
You got stuck here?
Yeah, something like that.
And your base hasn't contacted you? Is there no way to reach them? We could try going back home together. We were just doing something with the watch right now. If you know what materials to develop, then Maybe we can get it done.
It's not just the technology. Every time we're jumping to a different world, we're getting farther away from home. We are so far away. We can't jump back in one go. पहन के देखो. Tap on it. ये टाइम ट्रैवलिंग buddies now.
Well, loopers.
उनकी मार्केटिंग टीम तुझे पकड़ ना ले. क्या हुआ? क्या हुआ?
I just told Ezhil that I loved her.
I've had my share of bad confessions. बहुत मौके मिलेंगे ठीक करने के लिए. तुझे फायरवर्क्स दिखता है? I know just the spot.
It's not just the sky, they own the roads too. That's why they've planted trees alongside them, helps them get tax benefits.
It's all really just here.
Someone from the Outlands hacked into Audit Station's servers last year. They do it old school now.
Was it us?
Who cares? Just get rid of it. And tell boss Nikhil's report did good.
कैसी लग रही हो? तुझे याद है कैंपस की पहली रात जब तू पार्टी करने गई थी? पूरी रात उल्टी की थी तूने एंड मैं बैठी थी तेरे बाल पकड़ के.
और तू मुझे अब क्यों याद दिला रही है?
What are we, निविशा? हम क्या है?
They, why can't we just go as friends tonight?
But this morning we...
I called my mom in the morning. I fought with her. But she was right. If the academy finds out, then it's too dangerous.
But like, friends go to the ball every year.
लोगों की बात नहीं है, फ्यूचर का सवाल है.
तुझे अपने करियर की कब से इतनी चिंता होने लग गई यार?
तुझे नहीं है?
मैं पैरानॉइड नहीं हूँ.
तुझे होने के लिए है भी क्या?
You know what? This means something. Okay, it doesn't have to be a commitment, but if I really want this to work, we'll have to start being honest with each other. I'm sorry I can't be as smart or as ambitious as you.
Maybe this was a bad idea.
You were the one who asked for this right after my fucking breakup.
I can't do this.
You know what? Don't fucking follow me. और तुम आज वैसे बहुत सुंदर लग रही थी.
You're not real.
What is?
Please. Fuck off. I don't have time for this.
You've forgotten me already. One invitation to go watch the fireworks with your sister, and you begin swinging pipes at me.
I've done it before.
Sure. When you think today is a bad day and nothing really matters.
When I want you off my back and I want to save the world.
So that you can stop reliving the worst day of your life again and again.
Will you please just go away?
We've tried to save the world before. But every time poor little Halder realizes that no one listens to him. And so he sets off in a race against time to inform his seniors. Or he just visits the site himself. But in every universe you visit, he's one click of a button away from his death, isn't he?
Every time we try and save the world, you leave and you die.
So that makes killing me okay?
It doesn't matter, I'm not from here.
Then why do you get angry each time you look at me? Do I remind you of the man you could never be? Don't tell me just because you've called your sister here, you've actually started to believe that she won't leave, like everyone else does.
Were you here on the night of...
I was writing my resignation.
What? You never said that.
Well, now we have all the time in the world. नाचना है साथ रात की.
It's going to happen anytime now.
Everyone get in position. T minus 1 minute to the inaugural loop. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
it ended at a strange time for me.
We're still here.
Urcha Maharani.
और के लिए सब सेट.
I actually needed to tell you something.
So did I.
I'm sorry.
It actually feels like nothing.
I know, but you need your coffee. You'll feel sleepy for a few days, but eventually your body will feel fine.
I mean, still my body, right? Let's try and brute force it.
What do you mean?
We do have all the time in the world. You know, we can take these off, mess around, and see what's up. Also, do I have to keep wearing this?
At midnight, yes. Otherwise, you'll be left wearing.
And are these connected to the quantum computers in any way?
Theoretically, they are connected, but since they are offline, it's of no use.
Then, you know, we can take these off and mess around, see what's up. Because if we're able to transport between worlds, it means that they're still connected. Maybe we can send an algorithm from this end.
I can show you the hardware if you want.
तेरी शर्ट पे खून लगी है by the way.
शेव कर दूंगा मतलब. You see, this is silicon based. And it auto recognizes any related DNA with nano detection, which goes through your skin part. Virtually non-invasive. So I modified a spare silicon driver, which I had on. I also had the right amount of DNA to work with.
एक बात बताऊं?
बोलो.
मेरी handwriting ना बहुत खराब है.
Oh shit, I wanted to tell you something. मैं आज एज़िल के साथ कॉल आ रही हूँ.
You talked with her?
Third time's a charm. तू आज फिर से आएगा?
It gets a little sadder every time now.
I've always wanted to do it right. Just one time.
जा बहन, जी ले अपनी जिंदगी.
আমি আকাশে পাতিয়া কান শুনেছি শুনেছি তোমারই গান আমি তোমারই শোভেছি প্রাণ ওগো বিদেশিনী ওগো বিদেশিনী
Everyone get in position. T minus 1 minute to the inaugural loop.
I wish you hadn't taken so long to confess. We have time. Do we? तो graduate करके research institute चली जाएगी. Papa wants me to work in the business. And with my grades, I don't know what to do here. Listen, I know it's gonna sound crazy, but the world's about to end. What? I have to go be with my brother. Now? What? Yeah. Just don't leave the dome tonight, okay? What are you talking about? I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I know this isn't fair on you, but just promise me you won't leave the dome. Do you have to do this right now? Sorry.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I know it's a long shot, but if we can connect the silicon driver to its sources using the same device that you used to modify it for me, then maybe we can get something.
अरे हेलो अचानक से सरप्राइज देना था क्या?
क्यों? सरप्राइज नहीं कर सकते हैं क्या?
फिर मुंह क्यों उतरा हुआ है?
Where are you going?
My boyfriend broke up with me.
I'm sorry. Are you going for a smoke?
Yeah, I was actually. You know me too well, don't you?
for smoke? Can you please stay for a second? What do you do when you feel stuck?
Well, apparently if you're my boyfriend, you break up with me.
So sorry. You deserve better. I just want you to know that I care about you.
तो सेंटी क्यों हो रही है यार? तेरा भी कोई बॉयफ्रेंड है क्या जो ब्रेकअप हो गया?
मुझे लगता था कि being stuck is the problem and that ambition is my escape. और मैं उसके तरफ भाग सकती हूँ.
I like your ambition, madam.
हाँ, फिर अटकने से घुटन होती है मुझे. जब अपने अंदर देखती हूँ तो एक खालीपन सा महसूस होता है. शायद ambition, wanting to be your own person, सब खुद से करना, दूसरों से भागना.
सबको ही होती है यार निमिषा. घुटन.
तू कैसे डील करती है यार?
नूडल्स खाने?
इंस्टेंट नूडल्स के बारे में सबसे बढ़िया बात क्या है पता है? क्यों हमारे परदादों के टाइम से बदले नहीं है?
नहीं, कि हमेशा एक पीस में आती है. मगर इनके बीच में कितनी खाली जगह है, कभी सोचा है? चिप्स के पैकेट से भी बड़ा स्कैम. पर इसका मैजिक पता है क्या है? जब तक ये पैन में गिरेगा ना, पूरा खालीपन चला जाएगा, कहीं नहीं दिखेगा. वो स्कूल में मुहावरे सिखाए थे ना, चोर की डारी में तिनका और नूडल्स के टूटने पर अंधेरा.
कितना बकवास करती है तू भी.
खालीपन बाय डेफिनेशन किसी को कभी दिखते नहीं, मगर उसके बिना चिप्स, नूडल्स और इंसान तीनों कभी कड़क कैसे हो सकते हैं? मसाला में
और दुख दर्द से जिंदगी में मसाला आएगा?
अरे तू जीना भूल जाएगी तो जिंदगी का स्वाद कैसे आएगा?
तू ना प्लीज कभी राइटिंग को अपना करियर मत बना.
एक्सक्यूज मी मैम, सेकंड ग्रेड में मैं फर्स्ट आई थी स्टोरी राइटिंग कॉम्पिटिशन में.
बस प्लीज.
आई डिड. लिंग्विनी के एम्बिशंस हो सकते हैं मदमोजेल, पर अपने नूडल्स का अलग ही स्वाद है.
लिंग्विनी इटालियन.
पॉइंट इज कि ये हमेशा अपने दिल में रहेंगे. खालीपन को ना अंदर निकल लेना चाहिए, फिर तू भागेगी नहीं, दौड़ेगी. इंडक्शन काम कर रहा है कि नहीं?
We're almost there. I think if we can use the genomic sequence and then we can just force reboot it and connect it to the transporter back home. Then if we just change the source code a little bit.
और फिर
maybe we can just route all the materials back home from where the watches came from and then we can start jumping worlds.
यार उसमें सदियां लग जाएंगी. We've exhausted all the worlds between here and our planet.
I realized that all of the worlds weren't included because they weren't exactly identical. So we can still try if we just tweak the code and just lower the risk value a little bit.
We put it up for a reason. We don't know how these worlds will be different or what kind of impact it will have on our bodies. You know it's not the same back home.
I can make do with whatever it is.
Once you get adjusted, to the shitty parts of this, you'll feel relaxed.
Nikhil, this isn't home. Do you even want to go back?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. I think I've been stuck here for so long.
We'll get through this. You and me.
आज कौन सी मूवी देख रहे हो?
I was thinking we should work a bit more on the algorithms. We're close, I can feel it. अंदर का खालीपन दूर तो नहीं हो सकता, पर उसके साथ जी लेंगे। पर हमें यहाँ से निकलना पड़ेगा निखिल। यहाँ पे है ही क्या गुस्सा और दर्द के अलावा?
तू हमेशा से दूर भागना चाहती थी ना, दूर जाके कुछ मिला तो पापा से क्या कहती थी कि ये सारे मूवीज ग्लूमी मूवीज प्रोपेगेंडा क्यों है? ये दुनिया को इतना नेगेटिव क्यों दिखाता है?
सब मूवीज प्रोपेगेंडा है। टोरेंटिंग फिल्म्स विद अ नेगेटिव आउटलुक ऑफ द रिपब्लिक इज हेंस आउटलॉ।
फिर तेरी हॉबी प्रोपेगेंडा है। तुझे क्या लगता है वो तुझ जैसे लोगों को क्यों भेजते हैं बाहर? कभी कुछ मिला है आज तक?
अंदर से जो फीलिंग आती है ना, वो कभी किसी और के हाथ में नहीं होती है निखिल। एंड आई नेवर लेफ्ट बिकॉज़ आई बिलीव द रिपब्लिक्स प्रोपेगेंडा।
फिर क्यों?
You might be at peace reliving the doom and gloom of this place, but I just feel like I stopped living.
You found something better drifting in space?
तुझे यहाँ पे दिखता भी क्या है?
तू है ना?
खुद का ध्यान खुद रख लेते।
ठीक है, मैं अंदर रह के प्रोपेगेंडा देख लेता हूँ। वैसे भी आई एम टू टायर्ड टू बी ऑफ यूज टू योर।
Khanna. You didn't ask me for a warrant before leading me here.
This is the first time you've been late.
I mean, we've got a lifetime. Might as well be late for the day.
Sabhi?
Showered a little late last night. I think I have a cold.
Yeah, that happens. If you're sick in one world, you'll be sick in the next. वैसे, how's the algorithm coming along?
The pace was a bit annoying yesterday. But I think I need a couple of days by myself to figure it out.
Want to catch me up with what you have so far?
Maybe later? I don't want to let the energy drop before I become confident in it.
You remember your locked door? Solo math homework sessions. आज भी नहीं बदली. आज भी खुद से काम करना है फिर.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Cool. I need to take a break. ऐसे भी. I have some things to figure out. Like nothing. क्या कहते हैं? Today morning was a bit strange.
So, what will you be doing?
I've always wanted to do a movie marathon. I think today's the day.
For 6.
Something less bleak than whatever this is.
Bleaker than wherever we want to end up. I need to believe that. I have an algorithm to figure out.
Day 1 notes. I already feel immense respect for Detective Halder. We might become good friends. It's like he said, change was coming to this world. One of those days where it's in the air. Just not in the way he was expecting.
I didn't know the point of this. I thought you said you had papers about the lab here.
The world is about to end, no matter what we do.
We really should be getting to the site I'm here to inspect.
You have a picture of your sister in your wallet, right? The one in your wallet. And then we'll get back to business. The things we can do for our family, right?
What's the meaning of this, Mr. Khanna?
It's like living in solitary confinement here. I don't know if you're real or not. I don't know what is real anymore. I don't care. I'm pretty sure I've heard some version of what you had to say before. Sometimes I wanted to stay back. I wanted to stay here. You know that? And now I can't go back. I'm stuck, Halder. I'm stuck. You want an in on the world's most pathetic secret? You can be on the edge of the world, and grief will still find you. You and me, we both know that. We're not that different, Halder. It might be the worst day of my life, but I know how it goes.
Sorry, but if you don't cooperate, I'm going to have to take you in.
Not today.
Maybe not in this world, but I hope he gets to his sister in one of these. Both of them. Alive. I'm so close to finding mine. She's almost here now. I know it might be one of my last days I spend with him. So I did what I do whenever I need a pick-me-up. I showed him the technology. The joy in his eyes transcends every other reason why he's here, as if he finally sees the point of what we do. He always leaves to do his job in the end. And I sink back into my pessimism, just like him. I always start my days as a dead man. Might just end up as one too. Day 318. She's almost here now. It will be perfect. Day 324. I think I acted sufficiently surprised with Nivisha. She believes me now. I don't want things to be this way. But she won't forgive me if I tell her the truth. You know, it's funny. We used to make fun of the department for being old school. But even they have fax machines here. Less traceable. I've sent over all the evidence you wanted. All the pictures. I hope you're still up and awake at the office and can do something about this. Because apparently, you haven't in the past.
Urcha Maharani.
Ezhil.
तूने स्मोकिंग शुरू कर दी?
I tried it a long time ago, but
Is everything okay?
it is. It's okay. It's just that it might be the last time that you see me.
What do you mean by that? Like you're not thinking of doing something?
No, quite the opposite. Ezhil, listen. Smoke this pack if you really need to. Please don't go out of the dorm tonight, okay?
Okay. What's this about again?
It's nothing.
I'm sure you're studying.
You know I love you, right?
Trisha,
I always held back, and I think I should have told you this a long time ago. But I really, really love you. On this puri dunya mein, there's nothing more important to me than you knowing that.
What was the use of being cynical now? Plus, today's different. You are going to have to take me seriously this time. Because unlike ever before, there's a dead man involved. And I killed him. Yes, that's right. And if you're planning to do anything about my confession, you might as well do something about why I'm making it. You got it right, spot on, about the machinery they've been fueling into the institute. But you got the bigger picture wrong. The world's going to end tonight because of them. Unless you do something to stop them. It's nearly midnight. You have about half an hour to relay the message to the other end of the earth and let them know. Only you can stop the explosion. I know you're at the office late at night, smoking a cigar and thinking to yourself so you don't have to go home to your wife. You don't want to listen to me. That's okay. But please, you don't want to pick up the phone. That's okay. But please just listen to me this time. You know, boss, some of the students keep near extinct plants in their rooms. This place reeks of death, even if they haven't acknowledged it yet.
You hear of Nikhil Khanna, right? He's about to kill you.
What makes you say that?
You dress funny, like people in old movies.
Didn't know the fashion police would get me. If you want to talk, thinking you can save Earth by mining space. What changed?
I think running away doesn't change the world.
Plan on getting out of here.
One way or another, yeah.
And that plan involves killing me.
Penance is the way out. But for how long?
You can hardly keep the dead alive though, even if you plant them in the soil and pretend it isn't a burial. Here's what Nivisha Khanna told me today. They've been digging their graves for a long time. Over and over again. I had a choice then, to believe her or to not. I did. Hell, I could have been at the bottom of a cold basement, bleeding out. But there I was, with her, alive.
Hello there, Inspector. I thought you asked me to wait in front of the lift.
Yeah, I did. But then she brought me here. In case there's any confusion, I have a warrant.
It's alright. We won't be needing that. You know what my first thought was? I went to the lab, checked my logs, and guess what? Someone logged into the system after I left. You know the system is rigged to travel with us. It's a trusty companion.
You've been lying to me.
Don't try to be a hero, Halder. You know, for most days, we try to save the world together. And from what I can see, this is a noble attempt to do the same. You check my logs. You know how many times I've tried. It simply doesn't work. But you know what? I've been living this day for a year now. It really doesn't matter. It's just another blip for me. But you, Nivisha, you. Why did you have to go behind my back? You were the closest thing I found to happiness over here. We had such a great thing going.
Because you want to keep yourself and me stuck in the past. I didn't come here. You wanted me to come here. It wasn't just a glitch.
Because I wanted some company here. It gets so lonely. Do you have any idea how it feels? To relive that day when you lost everything.
So, you just interrupted my mission and generated an illegal wormhole.
You don't know half the story, don't you? You were getting weird signals from base. By the end of it, uneven, contradictory. Sometimes radio silences. That's because the outlands bombed us.
What?
Just a few weeks after, I started world jumping. They made bombs.
that could penetrate through our domes. The old king is dead, and there is no new one coming. There are a few isolated places that still function in the Republic. And the LeafLooper Academy, they operate from space. But they have been at it for far too long. And day after day I try to get back to you.
That's why you could configure my watch so quickly. Because you already had mock-ups of my DNA saved in the system.
It's a matter of time before they build the next set of bombs. And bomb the remaining surviving domes.
There has to be a way.
It's a matter of time before they build the next set of bombs and target the surviving domes. At some point, I'd stop being able to reach anyone back at home. One day, the machine will die and we'll be stuck wherever we are. Forever.
So that's it. Brought me out here to die together.
Come on, be rational. Don't you think it's better than drifting in space and dying all alone? At least over here we can build something together. We can build a life. Not alone.
Says the guy who's been running away every single time that I try to convince him about going back home.
क्योंकि जाने के लिए घर नहीं है और ऐसा नाटक बंद करके तेरे को अच्छा लगता है. You've been enjoying all of this. Leaving me alone, laughing, dancing, and God knows what you're doing with Ezhil. Day after day. And you know that. You know that you're going to leave her back and you're going to break her heart. But still you do it. Because you like it. Look, this really doesn't matter. Nothing except you, of course. I cannot let you go.
I'm not yours to let go, Nikhil. I've changed. We can never go back to the way things were. I don't want to.
It's true. It's true. I did try.
What?
To have you around. Bringing you back. Fixing each other. But turns out, you are your own person. We cannot really fix each other.
Maybe we can still be there for each other.
You figured out the algorithm, didn't you? And you lied that you wanted one more day to dig things up on me.
I don't know. Maybe.
It's not worth the risk.
I can't keep running away forever.
I'm tired of running away too. I'm so tired. But we will never get back to the promised land. Don't you get it? That's it. We are stuck in this shitty universe. You and me together.
He can't. He can't go around hurting people just because we were hurt. He has a family.
That he will never get back to. Do you know why? Because he's a fucking coward. And today it's always too late. See? That's the problem right there. He doesn't even remember me. After all the things that we have been through. Ever since you left. It's the look in their eyes. They see that you are a stranger. I just wanted someone who thought that I wasn't.
Pain you inflict doesn't make up for your emptiness.
Don't you get it? He's gonna die anyway. It doesn't matter whether I'm here or not. The world is screwed up. And he refuses to look into the eye of it. Because of some complex.
I don't know you, Mr. Khanna, but I can assure you, if that was the case, I wouldn't be here.
You want the truth? I didn't believe in any of their stupid propaganda. I didn't expect to find hope in space. I just wanted an excuse to find myself. but it doesn't work. I tried to reject the world, but I need it and I need all the shit that it brings. Maybe doing our best is all that we can do to make this shitty universe better.
Doing better? How about the bare minimum? माँ की श्राद्ध के टाइम पे स्पेस में कौन था?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I hurt you so badly. I needed someone to grieve with. And you weren't there. You were too up your own ass to even talk to me. You were just in your lab for days on end. You were reliving the past way before we even got here.
I tried to make up for it. Just push myself more into work. I secretly even tried to save every world I went to. But guess what? It doesn't matter. In the end, you stop escaping and come to terms with the truth that you cannot save the world.
Then where's the hope, Nikhil?
Let's do one thing. Let's forget all of this happened. Let's sleep on it. Emotions are running high. I just need to take care of this Inspector Halder.
I'm afraid after everything you've admitted to, I can't let that happen. I'm going to have to take you in. It's the Republic operative rules.
For what? I didn't even commit any crime in this world.
While that may be true, you're a direct representative of the illegal operation they have going on here. I'm going to have to ask you to get down on your knees. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law.
Please stop singing.
শুনেছি তোমারই গান আমি তোমায় শোভেছি প্রাণ ওগো
Stop the fucking song, Halder.
ওগো বিদেশিনী আমি আকাশে পাতিয়া কান
We get it. You're better than all of us with all your morals and education. Whatever.
তোমায় শোভেছি প্রাণ ওগো বিদেশিনী
Stupid hat of yours.
ওগো বিদেশিনী আমি আকাশে পাতিয়া কান Please calm down, Mr. Khanna. Please get down on your knees. He's dead. Across universes now. I did it in self-defense. But I suppose if you're looking for the killer, it's Nikhil Khanna, that's me. Inspector Surendranath Halder. Age 23, unmarried, no visible scars. That is until I got one. While killing a man, I suppose. You wouldn't believe me when I told you what I saw then. A man reduced to something no one should be able to see with their bare eyes. But I suppose that will be the state of most of the world tonight when the blast rings out. That should be all the evidence reaching you by now. I hope you're going through it and realizing I hadn't hit my head on my way to the institute and I'm not crazy. It should be enough for a warrant, but I suppose it's a bit late for that now.
I have sent a team out. Are you sure about this, Halder? Otherwise, both of us are losing our jobs tomorrow. And even if you are right, you might still be going to jail.
I'm sure that I'd like to be.
This is some of the craziest load of nonsense I have ever heard. And I have heard some strange things in my time.
I know, boss.
This is going to be a big break for you if it is true.
What made you pick up? The fact that I killed a man?
crazy enough to do a lot of things, Halder, but not that crazy.
I hit my hand on the glass, I suppose.
I will send a medical team your way. In case we want to prosecute, it might help to have this Nivisha Khanna around.
This will help you. Your sister.
You knew?
It's in the logs.
I miss her. She won't be this year.
Yeah, but she'll be there anyway.
You know, for what it's worth, I think he was wrong. Because if I always left, that means I always held out hope to do better by it. She's much braver than me. And I'll not change no matter which universe you go to. Change is coming. She said she had some business to attend to. And I think she's already a long way from here. Maybe later we can talk about a parole request.
I called up my mom.
And?
She was so much at peace when I told her that I was happy for her. And I said I love you back.
That's all that matters, right?
Ezhil, I need to ask you a question. No. This is a new world for me.
And we'll get through this.
What if staying here is just another way of running away?
Tumhar vibe.
Everyone get in position. T minus 1 minute to the inaugural loop.
I don't know where the hope is.
तुझे याद है कॉलेज का पहला दिन तू पूरी रात जग के From then on I knew ये लड़की मुझे कभी फिक्स नहीं कर पाएगी and maybe this isn't forever maybe we'll want to change want to be someplace else doing some other thing
मुझे नहीं पता कि मैं तेरी जिंदगी में कितना मिर्च मसाला डाल पाऊंगी यार
but उस रात I knew where the hope was and that's it
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
The medical team is almost there. Hang on.
Thanks, boss. But you know, right now, I feel light as a falling leaf.
Four, 3, 2, 1.